Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Epic Speed Driver from Callaway.
Hello, I'm Cara Banks, welcoming you into Golf Central on YouTube, where we get you caught up with what happened on day 2 at the Abu Dhabi HSBC Championship. Now, play didn't quite get finished because of that 3-hour fog delay that kicked off the week on Thursday morning, but nevertheless, Tyrrell Hatton made quite the move. He has a 5-stroke advantage with still 5 holes to play in his second round over a group of players that includes Rory McIlroy, who did originally hold the overnight lead after day 1. Notably, you might see the name Tommy Fleetwood, a 2-time champion, defended from 2017 to 2018 at Abu Dhabi Golf Club, turned his week around after being 3 over through 9 holes. He's now 6 under through 36.
I'll be honest, that probably wasn't going to go in last night. I have a feeling I might have missed it, and slept on it, hit a good putt this morning, and then stiffed one on 12, and like just sort of got playing again and got going. And yeah, today, like I did things a lot better. Did what we discussed in my golf swing and drove it really, really well this afternoon, and that makes such a big difference in the wind. I had a really strong flight on my drive, and I was driving it really well. Hit some great irons. Hold out really well, didn't really give anything away, so it was a much better day, really.
Obviously in a great position at the moment. It was certainly tough out there, and so I'm really happy to be 5 under for the holes I played. Hold some nice putts, and there was a couple of sort of shorter par putts coming towards the end of my round. It was nice to kind of hold them and keep a bit of momentum going.
So Tyrrell Hatton, well, he's already got 3 eagles on his card this week, and he hasn't even completed 36 holes yet. He's definitely put himself in a dominating position, but how hard will it be mentally, do you think, for him to come back out early Saturday morning, finish off that second round, and then probably have a bit of a wait before he tees off for round 3?
Well, he's playing with so much confidence. It shouldn't be a big problem. I think the good news is probably going to be a little less wind. It has been the last 2 days in the morning. The afternoon it's picked up, but he's played the par 5s 9 under par, and he still has 1 to play. But he's been, when he has won in his 5 events after 36 holes, he's been 11 under par twice. Right now he's 12 under par, still has some holes to go. So he's well on his way that when he has won, he's been up there at the same amount under par. But he's playing some solid golf. You watched how he played the PGA Tour this season, continuing that great play, 9th in the world rankings, and he's becoming one of the top players in the world.
He's already got those 3 eagles, having just played, as I mentioned, 31 holes, but he's already become the first person since Rory McIlroy in 2011 to have 3 eagles on this golf course in 1 week, and he's not even reached that halfway stage. Now, speaking of Rory, Tyrrell could actually overtake him in the official world golf ranking this week. With a win, he could move up to world number 5, dependent on what Rory does and actually what Patrick Cantlay does on the PGA Tour as well. But speaking of Rory McIlroy, he moved backwards on that leaderboard, whereas Tyrrell obviously moved forwards. He had a wonderful opening round, a flawless 64, Rory McIlroy. What do you think was the issue for him on Friday, other than, I suppose, some slightly tougher, windier conditions?
I think some errant drives. Yesterday he made a bunch, or the first round he actually made a bunch of long putts, but he had some errant drives, pulled it on the par 5, has not played the par 5s that well in round 2, but putting yesterday, you make those long putts, can you keep it up? The interesting thing, he said he hasn't read these greens very well. He did yesterday, or in the round 1, but today, it was just kind of a tough round for him. When you start driving it and missing these fairways on this golf course, you're going to get in big trouble. So I think the biggest thing is he drove it out of play and he paid the penalty, but there's a lot of golf to be played, so don't count him out yet.
Sometimes a delay helps a player out, and that is, I think, what happened in the case of Tommy Fleetwood, who we just mentioned over that leaderboard, and indeed you heard from. He said he went away and slept on it. He was halfway through, just over halfway through his first round, 3 over par at a place where he has had back-to-back success before. Sometimes, if it's just not your day, the putts aren't dropping, the shots aren't working, is the best thing that can happen for you to get called off the golf course and come back out with a fresh mindset to play well more than 18 holes the following day like he did on Friday. Yeah,
actually, and he didn't putt out on the last hole. He waited, and he said he found some. And that's what golfers, we're kind of fragile with our confidence sometimes, but it's always just one thing that kind of kicks in and you get that confidence back. But what a rally, 11 under the last 25 holes. So he made a big rally. Like you said, he's had a lot of success here. He didn't play very well on the PGA Tour in 2020, so we're going to see how 2021 gets going. Great rally. He's got himself in contention and trying to make a run as the weekend comes up.
He came so close to breaking through on the PGA Tour at the Honda Classic, of course, just fell short. And then Tyrrell Hatton, his countryman, won the following week at the Arnold Palmer Invitational. So that's what took place on the European Tour, which is a Rolex Series event on Friday. What about the LPGA Tour, who are also beginning their season this week at the Diamond Resorts Tournament of Champions. This is taking place down in Orlando, Florida, and Danielle Kang leads for the second straight day after a second round 65. She has a two-stroke cushion now at 13 under par over Nelly Korda, who is just a couple back herself after a second round 66. Let's hear from the pair of them.
You and your sister Jessica Korda were leapfrogging each other on the leaderboard. She said yesterday it was a motivator for her seeing you on the leaderboard. Did you feel the same way today?
Yeah, I was like, geez, she's playing so well. And I'm like, okay, she has like a reachable par 4 in front of her. Like, I need to make this birdie. It's good, though. It's a healthy kind of competitiveness. Trust me.
You're both still right there at the top of the leaderboard having that battle into the weekend. What do you think you'll need to do to separate yourself from the pack? There's quite a few of you there at the top.
Hit great iron shots and make the putts, honestly. That's what it takes.
What's the biggest challenge in trying to hold on to a lead like that over the course of 4 days?
The biggest challenge is there's still a lot of golf to be played. There's still 36 holes of golf left. So I think staying focused and not getting too carried away, but keeping the foot on the pedal and just charging is just kind of my forte. So I just want to keep having fun, get good groups, and really enjoy being out here and trying to get some friends in my group as well, because I don't get to play with them that often.
Talk about some young American superstars. Now, no doubt they play with some celebrities in the unique format of this event, but to see Danielle Kang, Nelly Korda's name on top of the leaderboard, it's a good place for the women's game to be in, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, for the American golf. And you look at Danielle Kang, I think she's in her element. And this is, she says, I feel like I'm back at home playing with some buddies. And in the final, the Saturday, she's going to be paired with Annika, her longtime hero. So it's kind of cool. They got the celebrities in there. They're playing the same tees. And, you know, she's just playing with a lot of confidence. And one thing I notice about her, when she gets in, she's having a good time, but when she gets in contention, she gets, as I call it, the Dottie Pepper look. And that's that focus where I'm just going to beat you. And I think that's what you look for as she continues on. When she gets that look, watch out.
She likes to have fun, you can tell, when she plays. And she's fun to watch as well. So she holds the 36-hole lead on the LPGA Tour. And if you want an idea of how you can watch Moving Day here on Golf Channel, well, it all begins early, 3 a.m. Eastern Time on the European Tour. We'll join coverage of the LPGA at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Before that continues on NBC from 2:30 p.m. Eastern. And then the PGA Tour's Moving Day comes up at 3 p.m. Eastern Time before the PGA Tour Champions continue in Hawaii in prime time. So we look forward to that on Saturday. But thank you for watching Golf Central on YouTube.